Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a peachy inspired look by the new Too Faced peach palette that everyone's loving, myself included. I just think the peach colors are so pretty for spring and summer, and I've really been enjoying them. So I created this look, which has like a peachy eye with an orange liner. I really like how it turned out, so if you'd like to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. So first I'm going in with the CoverFX foundation, and this one is in G30. It actually says that I'm supposed to be G40, but we didn't have any, so I went for the 30. And I'm just trying this out. I just got a sample from work. See how I like it before I purchase it. If you guys didn't know that, you can get samples at Sephora before you buy. Then I'm going to blend it in with a beauty blender. And I got a little bit of a tan while I was away, so my face is really light compared to my body. Don't know why. I could never seem to tan my face and neck. I mean, I guess that's good. I wear 40 sunscreen because I don't want to burn and I don't want skin cancer or wrinkles. So I wear the Green Beaver 40 SPF, which I really like. And I find that, yeah, my face just doesn't get very tan, but the rest of me does. Like, well, my shoulders and stuff get really dark, so then it looks like I'm thrown off because, oh, by the way, I am wearing a shirt. I'm not naked on camera. Sorry if you thought that I was. So with one layer that's given pretty good coverage, you can build it up, obviously. I've honestly never tried this foundation, but I've used it on clients and they like it, so thought that I would give it a go. And I've seen Sheena talk about CoverFX, so wanted to start using them a little bit more, especially when I can get it at work. Have you guys tried any of the CoverFX stuff? And if you have and you like it, let me know. I do use their like lemongrass radiance drops. I really like those, and we don't have it, so I can't purchase it, but I have used the Moonlight highlighter on clients, and it's really beautiful. It's just always sold out, probably because it's so beautiful, but so I've tried that and I enjoy it. I'm going to try their concealer today too, to give you an idea of how that looks. If you know any other products by them that you liked, let me know. Really like that. That looks quite nice. And if you can tell, this is a sample jar and I barely made a dent out of it, so that's pretty good as well, that you don't really need to use that much. So I'm going to use the CoverFX concealer now. It's their creamy concealer, and I'm using it in N Light. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to use it without a color corrector today. I usually use a color corrector because I want to see how good it is. Wow, it's very pigmented though. I think I used too much. I like that it's creamy. That's very similar to the Tarte one. I really like the Tarte Mergica one. As you guys know, well, if you watch my channel, you know that I do use parent companies that I have already purchased, but as of 2016, I am trying not to purchase from parent companies. Of course, if I'm gifted it from work or something, I do use it, but I am not purchasing it. But I do really like the Tarte concealer, but they do have a parent company. So I'm trying to find something else that I like that's comparable, so we'll try this one out. So I really like it underneath the eyes a lot. It's still, like, for me, I'm dry, right? So I like a more glowy, dewy finish. So some people may not enjoy that it's not matte, like it's kind of a radiant finish, the concealer and the foundation, but I really like this so far. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm gonna set it. Again, I'm gonna say, like, I had to use barely any product and it's quite pigmented, so happy about that. Might have to buy that on the next paycheck. I ran out of my e.l.f. under eye setting powder while I was in Europe. In case any of you didn't know, I just got back from Europe 2 weeks ago, so this will be the first video I've filmed since then. My boyfriend does my makeup challenge, but that was filmed a couple months ago and I decided to put it up. So this is my first channel back since I've been back from Europe, and I had the best time and I made such great friends and memories. But yeah, I ran out of my e.l.f. while I was there. I actually ran out of quite a lot of stuff while I was gone, so I'm just gonna set it with this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Powder, and I'm gonna set it with my Real Techniques brush that I always used to set with. If anyone has some suggestions for powder too, like I am dry. I do get not oily in the T-zone, but I like to mattify the T-zone a little bit and leave the rest dewy. So if you know of any good powders, let me know. I've heard that Primed and Poreless is good, but we don't have the loose version at the Sephora I work at. Again, I've heard Tashina talk about it. I would love it. I guess I could order it online. But if you know of any other really good powders, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that. Okay, the only thing I didn't think of is this is a lighter shade, so good thing I only do my T-zone because it's kind of highlighting my face, which works, but I'm probably not going to use it all over my face because it's going to make me look a little pale. So lately I've been using this Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sunkissed. I really enjoy it. Like I previously stated, I use things that are given to me but I do not purchase. So I have been using this and I really love it, but I'm trying to not show products like that on my channel because I know a lot of you don't use parent companies. So instead of using this, which I've been kind of using lately, I'm actually going to use the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrushing Bronzer. I've used it on my channel before. Before it was a little bit too tan for me because in the winter I was pale, but I think I can pull it off now. So I'm going to use my furless brush. These body contour brushes are my favorite. For a while, like Furless was really kind and they sent them to me, and I was there. It says they're body contour, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna contour my body in the winter. But then I decided, you know, this isn't that big. I can use it for bronzer. I absolutely love it. Like these brushes are amazing. I really enjoy this little guy too. This is the smallest one. I use it for highlighting. The other one's a bit bigger, so I will use that one for like body or like décolleté or anything like that, but this guy I love for bronzing, the other guy I love for highlighting. So I got these last summer. I don't know if they still have them. I'm assuming they do. They're pretty good. I really enjoy them. They say that I think that they say they're 12-hour or more wear. I've never had a problem with them. I think they're nice. This bronzer isn't too orangey, which is what I enjoy about it. Just gives you like a little bit of a sun-kissed look, and it's matte. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it, which is also nice. I do have their shimmer bricks. It's kind of like a bronzy one that has shimmer in it, so if I ever want to use like a shimmery bronzer, I would use that one, but I've been enjoying like a matte bronzer lately, so I do like this one. Not to mention it is much cheaper than the Urban Decay one. There, now I match my body a little bit better. So I was going to use the NARS Deep Throat, but again, I'm trying to show something different today that is not parent tested. So I'm going to show the Sigma Cor-de-Rosa Aura Powder, and it's in this really pretty color. I like it a lot, and I'm going to apply it with a Real Techniques brush. If you have this blush or any of them, be cautious. They are very pigmented, so give your brush a little tap before you apply. And I like this one because it's almost like a burnt coral. I guess that sounds weird to say, but it's not like so corally. It's more, I guess, burnt. That's just what I'm gonna call it. That's the name I'm giving it. Gives like this really pretty flush of coral color. I really enjoy it. You could say it looks pink like in the video, but in person it's more of like a coral with bronze in it. Like it's more brown toned, not as like pinky orange as like a normal coral. I really like this Real Techniques brush for blush because it's so small and you can really just do nice circular motions. Gives you like that natural flushed look. My eyes look really small right now. It's making me laugh. And I look naked. Whatever. So I'm going to highlight next. I haven't been using my liquid highlighter lately. I need to actually buy a full size, but this little travel guy has lasted me forever. So I haven't been using liquid as much lately, but it's summer, so I like cream products. So I'm gonna apply it first. To be honest, I just tried to eliminate how much stuff I packed on my trip because I took a backpack and I was like, I'm not dragging all this stuff around when really my backpack ended up being 30 pounds. So I really did end up dragging stuff around. Not that a little highlighter would have made much of a difference, but I tried to cut back. Like I really brought very minimal makeup. I think I brought more clothes, which is not like me, but anyways. Yeah, I brought like minimal blush, bronzer. I brought a highlight, and I didn't bring any. I brought like my little Anastasia shadow kit and like one foundation or something and brows, and that was, oh, mascara. Like I brought the standard, but I brought one of each, and that was it. So I had to pick and choose. And then I ended up buying, star of this tutorial, my Peach palette, which, as I've stated, I work at Sephora, and I could not get this at the Sephora I worked out because it was sold out literally everywhere. This is the hardest palette in the world to get. And I walked into the train station in Rome, and there was a Sephora, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just check it out. I mean, I don't need any more. I don't want to carry makeup, like I said. But I walk in, I'm like walking around a lot of brands I didn't know or don't use because they're not cruelty free. And then there was like a Too Faced section, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll just look. And there were 3 Peach palettes just staring into my eyes, and I was like, I have waited a long time for you. I came across the globe for you, and I found it, and I'm so happy I did. There were 3, the other 2 had been touched, so I wasn't buying those, but I would have brought them home for friends and family. But this is my baby. Literally, I use this every single day, and I'm so worried that I'm gonna hit pan on it and not be able to have it again. Like, if you look, Nectar is so loved that I'm gonna hit pan soon, and then I'm gonna cry because it's my favorite eyeshadow in the entire world. It's like this bronzy, peachy gold. Oh my god, it's everything. And Too Faced needs to make like individual shadows because I would buy a lifetime supply of Nectar. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with the highlighting because I got distracted by how wonderful my Too Faced palette is, because it is. So I'm gonna go back in with that highlighter brush that I showed you earlier from Furless. Where are you at? All my brushes are all black, so when they're laying on my black table, I'm like, I can't find you. Where are you? So I'm going to use Champagne Pop. I'm so sad that I broke it. It's destroyed my soul. But I am happy that they are bringing more back out, and we do have some at work, so I'm going to pick some up. I'm taking it on the Furless brush, and I'm going to highlight over top of the liquid that I already put on. This stuff is pigmented, like, I wear it outside and I'm glowing. One thing I will say about Becca highlights are, I am not bashing any other highlight when I say this. I just find that Becca's are the most finely milled and best, in my opinion. I haven't found anything I love as much as the Becca ones. I've used the Urban Decay new one. It's cool. It's the color that's cool though. Honestly, I've never found any that have the softness and pigment and everything that the Becca ones have. Granted, they do end up like this if you drop them, but I just love them. I swear by them. Anytime anyone wants a highlight, I'm like, you need Becca in your life. And they are not one of those hyped YouTube products. Like, I know they're hyped on YouTube, but sometimes things on YouTube people hype, I'm like, are you hyping it because you're paid, or are you hyping it because you actually enjoy it? Because some products I'm like, I don't see how all these people are enjoying them, but this is definitely 2 thumbs up. This is definitely 2 thumbs up. So they're hyped for a reason. Definitely. Agree to those. So I'm taking my Fergie primer and I'm going to put it on my eyelids, just using fingers. Then taking my new favorite brush. I did pick this up a little bit ago, like I said, not buying in 2016. This is the NYX 16 brush. Love it. It's awesome. Really enjoy it. So I was recommended it, so I've tried it. So I'm going in with this color here. It is Georgia. This pretty like purpley pink matte shade, and I'm gonna apply that all throughout the crease. It's gonna be my transition shade. So I'm not being like super precise with this, but I'm still just trying to keep it like in the general crease area. One thing I will say about this brush is it blows out color, so if you're going in with like a neon or something, you might want to be cautious because it blows out color, so it will like end up here if you're going too hard. This is like the prettiest transition color that's not a brown. Like I usually use like a nice brown transition color. I use peanut butter. Is it called peanut butter? Yeah, by Too Faced a lot. I mean, there's just quite a few I use that are brown. This one's kind of like a mauve-y pink matte color, and I really enjoy it. Then I'm going to head in with this color right here. It is called Puree, and I'm going to insert that into the crease using my Sigma tapered brush. So it's kind of like it's more cool tone than Summer Yum that's next to it, but it's not really like a cool tone brown. It's more like a warm brown. I should have let this primer dry a little bit because it's kind of dragging my color. A lot of people love this primer. I don't know about it. I don't know how I feel. Then going back in with my NYX brush, I'm going to blend that into the transition color Georgia that I've already put down. Then I'm going to go in with Charmed, I'm Sure, which is this color right here. And I'm taking the same tapered brush, and I'm going to put it in the outer V. And again, I'm going to blend it out. So with this color, I'm just going to do it in smaller circular motions because, like I've repeated, this brush will blow it out, and I really don't want dark everywhere. I'd rather just have it centered in the outer V like I've already placed it. So you can always go back in with Georgia if you want and just use that to blend out the transition too. Once I am done with that, I'm gonna wet my brush and go in with this beautiful color right here. It is called Candied Peach. I've been using it as more of like, I don't know, a crease shade, but I'm gonna use it on the outer part of my lid on this tutorial. I want to see how it looks. For day to day, I've just been putting this in the crease and then using Nectar all over the lid, and honestly it's just really pretty. It's like this flush of pink in the crease and then just the goldy peach on the lid, and it looks really nice just for day to day when I don't want to do like a whole in-depth look. I really enjoy doing that. So that's Candied Peach, and then I'm going to go in with the one right next to it. See, it's wet now, I shouldn't have done that. This one right here, which is just Peachy. Apply that in the center of the lid. So I'm overlapping Candied Peach just so that it blends together nicely. So I'm gonna leave the inner corner blank because I'm going in with Nectar, because I'm not doing a sweet peach tutorial without using Nectar. It's my favorite color of all. So I'm gonna put Nectar right in the center, or sorry, the inner corner. I also like taking Nectar and putting it under the brow bone as well. And then for underneath, I'm going back in with Puree, and I'm gonna put it underneath the lower lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit of Candied Peach and just blend that out. Then I'm just gonna blend it together to make sure everything is blended nicely. To really give something extra, I'm not going to do a black liner. Instead, I'm going to use my Colourpop liner in Puppy and use a Sigma brush to apply that. Once that liner is complete, I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply mascara before adding falsies. Just gonna add falsies and I'll be back on camera. To get that peachy lip that I'm going to be going for, I'm going in first with, nope, not this first, I'm going in with this first. I'm going in with my Too Faced Sugar Daddy lipstick. This is like my favorite everyday nude, and I really like it, but it's a little bit too nude, so I'm going to ump up the pink a little bit, and I'm going to use Audrey by Red Apple Lipstick, which you guys know is my fave. And that kind of gives me like this nice nudie pink kind of lip that pairs really well with these eyes. So I did my brows off camera, but they're the same as always. I have a tutorial on it that I can leave below if you're wondering. I'm wearing my Ardell falsies, and I just put mascara on and put a little bit of the puppy liner in the waterline, and this is the completed look. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I really like it, especially with the liner. I think it just gives it like a little bit something extra, and I know that in my video with the orange liner, people commented that they liked it, so I wanted to incorporate it a little bit more. I really like these liners. They're pretty vibrant and they stay for a long time, so that's good. And I just thought that it went with the peach theme. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, guys.